guys, After Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Ally McBeal. This is season 2, episode 11, so let's get into it.
Oh my god, are you alright? Are you okay?
Yeah, he's in my office for 2 minutes today and I get all pitted.
Maybe dinner sometime?
Is he gonna come back?
I took a new job. New hospital. It's in Chicago.
I hope we see him again. I'm assuming that this means...
Oh, I know you have.
I'm sure.
Excuse me, Bria Tolson? Yes. Oh, I'll be right down.
Anything wrong?
Teacher I had in high school, she's in the hospital.
That means he's available, right?
No, he's all yours. Just don't ruin him.
You killed the last one.
Just remember he's a share toy.
It's you and me, babe. He came with a warranty, right?
Renee, you're my best friend. I'll trust you not to let the air out of my social life.
Yes! Jesse L. Yes! Okay, I'm not supposed to overlook at that bit because of the previous one I wanted to look and see if it was going to be in the episode because it's Captain Joe West!
Bria, it's Ally.
Why was she giving a call about this anyways?
Ally. Oh, thank you for coming. Ally was a student of mine in high school. My favorite student. How many years has it been?
Too many.
How on earth could,
Whatever
like,
happened to that sweetheart?
we had teachers that were just awful. So, like,
Billy, I think is
the idea of, like, having
you
a
know,
favorite...
Grew up
it's
and
so weird.
became, you know, a man.
Oh, you two.
No. Mm-mm.
You know, Ally and he smelled each other's buttocks when they were 8. It was love at first whiff. Like 2 dogs in a playground, a couple of snorts. I knew they were meant for each other.
There was a context.
Oh, Henry. Oh, how good of you to come. For me?
She said Henry. She used to have this dream of a man named Henry. Henry Lane, they were in love. She must still dream about him.
I'll slap your face, you get fresh with me.
I think she's talking to him now.
Oh.
Did you just visit his bottom?
The flowers. He brought her flowers.
Ally, don't let them keep me alive.
Wait, whoa.
I can't move my legs. I'm losing my eyesight. They say
Any of you guys know someone
don't
that
let them use those
talks in
plastic
their sleep?
contraptions when it's
What is the
time,
weirdest
it's
thing you've ever
time.
heard?
Okay.
Curious.
You promise me. Oh.
Are you having a happy new year so far?
Am I having a happy new year?
You don't have to answer right away.
Will you ever relax around me? After our mistletoe kiss, I thought that I think you need to be shocked. You know what excites me a little? Public places. Of course, there's nobody else about to come in here this late, is there? What's that?
My bowl beckons me. I really should go.
I mean, if you came in here to be fair, if you came in here because you needed to go, like, I mean, let him go. It's not something you can, like, hold in.
Here's Billy.
I thought you two weren't.
Well, no, we're not, but we still work together. So.
Hi, Bree.
Well, you know, this is Father.
Oh, McNamara. Hello.
Billy Thomas.
This would be the Billy?
Never mind.
Did you ever find love?
What? No, not yet. I'm still. Well, I, of course, loved Billy, but since, you know.
There's just something so special about that first behind.
Hey!
What? Isn't he delightful?
He
To making me laugh.
keeps
all
hanging
week.
onto the joke.
It's made me feel safe. Ally, promise me you won't grow old alone. It's not a good thing.
Only if you let it be. I know people that are happy to be alone, to be honest.
You still see Henry, don't you?
How did you know?
When you fell asleep, you talked a little.
Henry and I married.
You did?
3 children.
Bria?
Nurse!
Bria?
Charge it, Jules! I need 1 amp of epi ready to go. Clear.
But she's still flatlining. How could she?
It's a miracle.
It's
No,
Joe!
no, it's not a miracle. It's something else. We call it HMO.
Oops, you were about to electrocute me. I saw you. I have my lawyer here.
Ally.
Greg. Is she okay?
So how
Well,
is he
she
here?
seems a little litigious. Other than that, how's it going?
Fine. You?
Fine. She dated him.
What a surprise.
Why were they going to electrocute me?
They thought your heart had stopped, but it was only mine. A wire. It was only a wire. You're fine.
You mind me getting a second opinion from my doctor?
Oh, sure.
False alarm, Bria. You can go back to sleep.
I think I'll do that.
So you're back in Boston.
Yeah. You look
You could have looked her up.
patient.
Sure.
I mean,
She could live a week. She could live 2 or 3 months. Her body's basically shutting down.
I like to stay asleep.
Okay.
No, I mean stay asleep. Not wake up again.
I'm sorry?
I don't want to be awake. I don't want to be crippled. I don't want to be sick. I just want to be with Henry.
Who's Henry?
Her husband. In her dreams, they also have children.
Yeah, when I sleep, I'm with them. That's where I want to be.
You can induce comas, right?
Excuse me?
She's happier asleep. You heard her.
Ally, we don't induce comas for the purpose of dreaming.
Even if So when did you get back in Boston?
Just after Christmas. Chicago.
What did you meet somebody? Had to leave town? That was a joke.
I was actually planning to call you.
You're a lawyer, right?
A court order
Yes.
to keep her in a coma.
Yes. What? Did you just all go da 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 da? It's not nuts. Oh, okay, it is, but so is the law. A person has a right to die. Why can't they have the right to be in a coma? I'm going to court. I'll bring it before Whipper. She allowed people to have unicorns. She should be open to this.
Ally.
This is from Mars.
So it's from Mars. Fine. John, will you second chair? It would help if I went in there with a native. My client has a dream world, Your Honor, where the quality of life is better than it is when she's awake.
Keeping someone in a coma
She cannot walk. She's losing the ability to even read, and she's totally alone. When she sleeps, she goes into a world where she's married, and she has children, and...
How do you know that?
She told me. And
Even
she
if we were to believe that, we don't willingly put people to sleep.
Because you make the assumption that it's better to be awake. Suppose it's not.
So you're
That's the
asking to
harm.
substitute your judgment to determine...
Actually, no. She can tell you herself. Ask her.
I mean, they've argued worse cases.
We need to talk about your funny little friend, Cage. I'm here to talk about Nell. She's like a sister. When she's in pain, I throb. The funny little man is starting to bug her.
How so?
He's gay. Do you have any water? Flat, the bubbles give me gas.
Gay? John?
He won't respond sexually unless you count prancing around like Barry White. If there's no water, just tell me. Why make me look?
He's just
There's no
nervous.
water. And he's not gay. He's shy. You and I haven't...
That's different. I don't want to.
May I ask you why not?
First, I don't think you're totally over the big
I
haired
understand
blonde
the
with big buttocks.
gums.
And second, you're a man who thinks with his penis. For
Cowbell.
me to keep your interest, I have to keep it alert. And third, I don't much like sex. It's messy. There is water. You lied.
So, if a woman doesn't want sex, it's okay, but if a man doesn't want it, he's gay?
Yes, that isn't just me, that's medical fact. The water has bubbles.
Did she rule?
Oh, she found her competent, but the hospital is refusing to put her to sleep.
Take her to a vet. Judging by your looks, I can see I've misspoken. Bygones. John, I need you. You gotta sleep with this woman.
Ling.
Now. What? You were saying?
Depends on what you heard. Now, remember how you hate people talking behind your back?
Yes.
I can't do that when you're in the room.
You told Ling you're frustrated with my lack of sexual aggressiveness.
Yes.
You're a big believer in straight lines. Ling to Richard to me, that's your straight line?
I think I have been honest with you. Have I been blunt? No, if I'm too direct, you either stutter, blurt out something to do with New York, whistle with your nose, or jump into a stall.
Yeah.
Then there's the smile therapy. I've given you the benefit of the doubt and assumed you're stuck in reverse because of your frog woes.
Just
Whatever
an
world you
awkward
live in,
guy.
John. I'm not sure I get it.
What the fuck?
Okay. I'll check in again on you later.
Thanks.
Now, the idea that a hospital would keep a person in a deep sleep, it's just preposterous. As well as ethically...
Get that from Wolfman Hart.
And why is that, Doctor? We heal
Oh my goodness!
injuries.
Holland
We
Manners!
cure disease. We don't put people under to dream. And even if a hospital were to do so, there's no scientific evidence that she would even continue to experience dream patterns.
No scientific evidence to prove they don't. Has your hospital ever practiced euthanasia, Doctor?
No, we don't condone euthanasia.
That wasn't my question. Has any doctor in your hospital ever upped the morphine drip with the knowledge that it would likely accelerate, if not cause, the patient's death?
Well, there have been occasions when suffering patients have been given high doses.
Knowing that that dose would cause them to die.
It's not hospital policy, but I won't deny it's happening.
So while your hospital has helped patients to die, you have ethical problems helping them to sleep.
Oh, your patient isn't in pain.
Have you met my patient?
There's a difference between prescribing pain medication and supplying a drug to help achieve an altered mental state simply because you find dreamland a happier world.
My question was, have you met Bria Tolson? And though you didn't answer it, we all know by that response that you haven't.
The reason I perhaps don't want to escalate sexually is because I'm afraid of accelerating the relationship towards extinction. If we fondle, we make love. If we make love, we might perhaps begin a serious involvement, at which point we'd likely discover that we weren't ultimately right for each other. We'd perhaps part, and I would miss you.
One more time?
By not going down the road, it remains the road ahead, which excites me. It even brings me joy. Have you ever been alone, Nell?
Of course.
I mean, truly alone. Doesn't mean between relationships. Loneliness is the feeling that there might never be anybody, ever again. Now, when's the last time you truly felt that?
13.
Doesn't count at 13.
Okay, here's a question for you. What are you talking about?
The idea of going to the bar after work with you, to dance. The idea of holding your hand as we walk down the street, of just being with you. I cherish it. It's like a dream.
And?
I'm just afraid it ultimately would be revealed as a dream.
Don't you think we should discover some of these things?
That kind of discovery would split us, and then I wouldn't be able to sit in
Only
my
if you
chair each day,
let it.
daydreaming of the end of
You're
the
not
day.
giving it a
Able to
chance.
Hold your hand.
I'm gonna try this inner world thing once.
Okay. Are you trying to hear bells?
Not exactly.
Are you seeing anything?
I am.
What do you see?
I see the end. We're done.
Look, Nell knows I'm physically attracted to her.
Well, then what are you waiting for? Marriage? Couples don't have sex after marriage, John. It's now or never, so get
Why
in
do
there.
you always say that? That is ridiculous. Couples have sex after marriage.
Well, yes, but it's not enjoyable.
And why is that?
Well, first of all, and I'm sure you'll agree, sex for men is a little about conquest. After marriage, she's legally required. If a husband tells a friend he got lucky last night...
It's not required at
he's
all.
talking about his wife.
How do these things just spew out of your head like this? Couldn't you at least use your brain as a filter?
That remark would hurt if I had feelings.
You do have feelings. You both have feelings, and I think that's why you're both afraid. You like to surf relationships, and you only like to wade in with your toes.
And you like to drown.
Ally, you've been going into court arguing for your client's right to live in her imaginary world. Why can't I live in mine?
What's yours, John? Keeping things with Nell trapped in the bud?
In a manner of speaking.
Women think they have all the answers.
Maybe because we do. I'm not saying we do, but maybe.
I want you.
I don't know if this is the time.
In court. I want you in court in case the judge has any medical questions.
Oh, okay.
You're coming, right?
Well, I've already...
I need you there.
Ally, I don't really support your position.
Yes, you do.
Do you really not like sex?
It's not that I don't like it, I just think it's overrated.
Overrated?
A lot of women don't love it now. They just find affirmation in sex. It makes them feel good about themselves. I already feel good without the mess.
I like sex.
With you, it's different. You're emotionally inept. You like sex because you can mistake it for passion.
I am not emotionally inaccessible. I am not a cold person.
Right. People call you Sub-Zero to be facetious. Compared to you, the Titanic struck heat. Neither of us wants a man to go spelunking to our emotional core. The Echo would kill him. I like fish and you like Cage because we know they'll never get there. They're fun, we laugh, they pick up the check.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, come on. John Cage, he's a trinket. You like him because he won't force you to up your thermostat.
That's not true.
Patients shouldn't be going to hospitals and asking doctors to help transport them to another mind state where the world is prettier. We have to look at the bigger
she's
picture.
an old woman.
We're not asking you to rule on the big picture. We're asking you to look at one single case. Her. She's alone. She's dying of an insidious disease that will ultimately rob her life of any quality. And through some phenomena, she has another world available to her.
Can you not just give her a sleeping
Nobody's
pills?
stopping her from sleeping. But you're asking me to force the hospital's hand.
Because she needs their help. As this disease progresses because of pain or breathing problems, her sleep patterns will be disrupted.
Like Mr. Woodson says, the precedent is set.
Why do we get so fixated on precedents?
Well, that's just kind of the way our justice system works. Were you buffing a nail the day they taught that?
It's silly to apply precedent when it comes to medicine. How do you base decisions on what happened yesterday when today's technology is completely different? All I'm hearing in this room is fear.
This is very dangerous. Do you know that? You risk infection, complications.
Oh, at this time of my life, risk doesn't frighten me, Your Honor.
I'm going to grant the request and let them put her out for a week. We'll see how it goes.
Your Honor. Are you crazy?
Maybe I am.
What?
They won.
They're
Let
gonna
her have a happiness.
For a week, trial basis.
Richard, what is with Whipper? Unicorns, comas?
She still loves me. Oh, no, it's like a friend.
We've definitely got our thing together, though.
I've been a coward. I'm willing to go for it at the risk of being crushed like a small bug.
Ling thinks I'm attracted to you because you'll never find my defrost button.
I'd like to go in search of it.
I think that would be nice.
Now lay one on her!
Doesn't have to be goodbye, then.
No. I'll see you in a week.
One last thing.
What's that?
Take her to dinner.
I don't eat. Keep me posted on how she's doing, okay?
Yeah. Do you want to go to dinner?
Are you asking me out?
I'm trying to make Bria happy. Isn't that your target?
She's already happy. Look.
You named her. I gotta say, people would look at that very weirdly. Oh, well, I guess. Okay. Alrighty, well, that was Ally McBeal, Season 2, Episode 11. Interesting case, you know, having her be in an induced coma. Yeah, I don't know. If, you know, she's old enough in her life, like she's dying, and why not? I don't really have a problem with it. It was great to see Joe again. We love Joe West. Hopefully we see more of him, because we love Joe. Anyways, I hope you guys, you know, it's really funny, the episode of The Flash that I just watched, he just like left The Flash for a little bit, and he's just come back here, so it's almost like he's cycling through both shows, even though this obviously came out like way before. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.